Hello everybody and welcome back to another Championship predictions video. We're now up to game week 20 and these matches take place in midweek on Tuesday the 10th and Wednesday the 11th of December. Over the weekend in game week 19 there were 4 home wins, 4 draws and 2 away wins, and also there were those 2 postponed fixtures as well. This midweek the action starts on Tuesday evening at Turf Moor where Burnley entertain Derby County. For third place Burnley on Friday evening they got a draw 1-1, or they were held at home 1-1 by Middlesbrough, and Derby is just 1 win in their last 7 matches, and then last time they lost against Leeds United 2-0 at home. So in this one, only 1 winner, Burnley for me, 2-0. We then move on to Kenilworth Road where Luton Town take on Stoke City. Stoke City, after a bit of a turnaround, losing the last couple of matches without a win in the last 5, and Luton being held to a draw with Swansea 1-1 last time at home in the swirling wind. This one is going to be tight again, but I think Luton will just edge it 1-0. Next up, move to the Den where Millwall will be hoping to bounce back after that defeat against Coventry City on the weekend, and Sheffield United still going from strength to strength, even though they drew 2-2 at West Brom, where West Brom seem to draw every single match. So this one, another tight one. See Millwall getting a goal in this one. They don't score many goals, but I think the Blades will just come through with a 2-1 away win. We then move down to the South Coast where Plymouth Argyle take on Swansea City. Plymouth's match on the weekend was called off due to the high winds. Prior to that it was a 4-0 defeat against Bristol City, and prior to that it was another hammering where they lost 6-1 at Carrow Road against Norwich. Swansea getting a draw against Luton. Plymouth a bit more rested here. Can they get something? Now I think Swansea will just edge this one in a 2-1 away victory. You then move on to Fratton Park, whose Portsmouth's fortunes have turned around, taking on a Norwich City side who were defeated last time out against Queen's Park Rangers, surprisingly 3-0 in this one. Prior to that defeat, Norwich had 2 wins and a draw. So in this one I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline there between Portsmouth and Norwich. Next up we move to Hillsborough where Sheffield on Wednesday, just a 1 defeat in the last 6 matches, take on a Blackburn Rovers side who've turned their fortunes around with 4 wins on the bounce. A good 1-0 defeat, a good 1-0 win against Hull last time out, and this one I think this is going to end up in a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. We then move up to the Stadium Light where Sunderland, 1 defeat in the last 7, however it's only 1 win as well, take on a Bristol City side who've tasted defeat 3 times in the last 4 matches. This one's going to be another tight one, but I think Sunderland will just edge this one 1-0. We then move on to Elland Road where this is a tasty one. Second in the table, Leeds taking on Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough getting that good draw away against Burnley on the weekend. Leeds at home, Elland Road in front of that crowd. I fancy Leeds to edge this one 2-1. We then move on to the Cardiff City Stadium in Cardiff. On the weekend their match was cancelled as well due to those high winds and the storm. And Preston without a win in the last 7, but it's been 4 draws on the bounce. Looks like this one could be heading to a draw. However, with that little bit of rest, Omar Rees are now in permanent charge at Cardiff. I fancy the Bluebirds to take all 3 points in a narrow 1-0 win. We then move on to the MKM Stadium where Hull City, bottom of the table now, take on Watford. For Watford it's 1 defeat in their last 7, whereas Hull 6 defeats on the bounce. I think Watford will take all 3 points here in a 2-0 away win. Then we move on to Loftus Road where QPR had a fantastic win last time out against Norwich 3-0, and Oxford United is just 1 win in their last 7, and I fancy QPR to take all 3 points here in a 2-0 home victory. And the final fixture of this game week sees West Brom take on Coventry. West Brom, another draw on the weekend against Sheffield United. And Coventry now under the stewardship of Frank Lampard, getting that very, very good win against Millwall, 1-0. I think this is going to end up in another draw. I'm going to have to go for a 1-1 scoreline at the Hawthorns. So those are my predictions for game week 20. Let's hope I do a little bit better than I did in game week 19. Remember to leave your predictions over at the Superbru website or as a comment in the comment section below. But for now, enjoy your championship midweek action, and I'll see you all in the next video.